Hello everyone, and welcome to this new episode of the Expat Career and Lifestyle podcast. This is Dominika Miernik, your host, and today I have invited a very special guest, Ernest Enabulele, a best-selling author of interview preparation and success tips and effective interview tips, job interview coach, motivational speaker, and CV career specialist based in London. And today with Ernest, we are going to speak about how to ace your job interview and finally get your dream job. So if you are getting for a job interview or you have been invited for a job interview, this episode is for you. So listen to this interview and, like always, share your thoughts with us. So hello Ernest, thank you for being with us today. I am really excited for this interview. So please tell us more about you and what are you doing?
First and foremost, it's an honor to be on your podcast show, Dominika. Quite a place. For viewers, my name is Ernest Enabulele. I'm a best-selling author, interview coach, and motivational speaker. I've authored 4 books titled Interview Preparation and Success Tips, How to be Successful at Interview, Effective Interview Tips, and Standard at Job Interview. All these books are geared towards job seekers who are struggling to ace job interviews or those who want a career change. And these books are available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. So how did you become a CV and interview consultant? How did you find this vocation, let's say, this career path?
Thank you very much. I was listening to Dr. Moro's YouTube channel on Your Gift. There's a saying that your gift will make room for you and place you in presence of great men. In the words of Zig Ziglar, if you give enough people what they want, they give you what they want. So I realized that I have a gift to me, not a passion. I'm very good at CVs. I'm very good at preparing candidates for interview based on testimonials I've had for clients that have used my service website in the past. So that gave me the urge to use my gift to write books and also coach candidates for a range of job interviews.
Mm-hmm. So it was like your it is let's say it is your passion, the thing that you are good at, yeah?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So let's start, like, explore how to get ready for the job interview, because it can be quite challenging, especially when you are excited because you are invited for the job interview, but you are based in a new country. So how to prepare for a job interview in a new country that you have just moved to and like make an impression?
Firstly, if you have been invited for a job interview, I always advise candidates to know more about the job they are applying for by looking at their CV or their personal statement, and also knowing the type of recruiters who are going to interview them in the interview, know more about the company or organization the job post is being held. So the more information you have, the better. You don't fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So it's advisable to know more about the job you are applying for. Look at yourself, okay, am I really good in this job? Who are the people that are going to interview me? What kind of company I'm going to be working for? So those are the few tips you have to have at the back of your mind, especially when you're in a different country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you have to know the company and also, like, what is the job that you are going to interview. Yeah?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, like, what type of questions can we expect in a job interview, and like how to be successful, how to answer those questions in a successful like way? What are your like secrets and tips that you?
Okay. There are 2 types of interview questions from my experience in interview coaching. Like I said earlier on, over 9 years, we have what they call traditional interview questions and competency-based interview questions. Most candidates, they are not conversant with the later part, which is competency. Traditional interview questions are, for instance, tell me about yourself, why you are applying for this job.
Mm-hmm.
or like competency. Give me a situation where you fail to meet a deadline. The tips of this for job interview is to prepare very, very well. Because like you're going to the shop, you said this item is 10 pounds, the other item is 5 pounds. Why should I buy for you? Why can't I buy from this shop? So you have to sell yourself. Let them see your passion. Let them see your enthusiasm, your drive. Mm-hmm. So your ability to answer those questions is a key factor in getting that job of your dreams.
Mm-hmm. So how to answer the question, tell me about yourself?
Yes, this type of question is what I could term traditional interview questions.
Mm-hmm.
The recruiters, they've already looked at your CV or job description or personal statement, so they know about you. You as a candidate going for that job interview is to sell yourself. Let them see that passion in you. Let them see that drive. Be able to drive your message straight to them. Why do you think you're the best candidate? Bring out your skills and experience. How does your skills and experience match the job post you are applying for? That's what the recruiters want to hear. They want to see your drive, your passion. How does it relate to the job you're applying for? So if you don't give them information about your skills and experience, the chance of you getting that job is very slim. And always show that drive, your eye contact, body language. Let us see that passion in you, that enthusiasm, which is a key factor.
Mm-hmm. So it's like about showing your skills and your passions, because sometimes what I see that people start to answer this question, like tell me about yourself, and they are starting with their personal, let's say, experience, but it has to be related to your professional experience and showing your passion for the job. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Just spot on. Yeah, your passion, enthusiasm, and your skills and experience has to match the job post you're applying for.
Yeah. So you have also mentioned competency-based questions. So what type of questions are those questions, and how to like prepare yourself also for those questions? If you can give us some examples also.
Okay. Competency-based questions are what we call behavioral questions. These are questions aimed to find out how you approach situations, problems, tasks, challenges. For instance, tell me a time where you failed to meet a deadline. You are not expected to go straight to answer these questions. There's a formula used, which is called STAR. I'll break it into pieces. S for sugar, which is you give a situation. T is the task. What task did you do? A is the action. How did you deal with the situation? And R is the result. What was the outcome of the task you did? So that's what we call STAR. It's always advisable to have that formula at the back of your mind when you're asking competency-based interview questions. Another example is, tell me a time whereby you failed to resolve conflict with your team. You don't just go straight to the question. You just use that formula: situation, task, action, results. And this method is all applied in my books. You can see them in my books on how to answer competency-based scenario questions.
Mm-hmm. So it's using the STAR to provide examples and explain the situation.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so like based on your experience, because you have been doing this job as CV and interview consultant for a long time. So based on your experience, what do you see are the biggest mistakes that job seekers are making in a job interview, and how to avoid those mistakes?
The common mistakes I've found based on my experience coaching candidates for interview are not preparing, not doing enough preparation. You don't fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. When you don't prepare very well, it's like you're going to a football match. You have two teams there. One team is victorious, the other team is a loser. Because the team that won, they've prepared for that match. So with interview, as job candidates applying for that job post, you are expected to do enough preparation, do enough research about the company, know more about the job post, and what are your skills and experience, and how you're able to sell yourself. The other thing is building confidence. Most candidates don't have that confidence. They're quite nervous during interview.
Mm-hmm.
They fail to express their Chinese through eye contact. When they get to interview, they start jittering. But when you have that confidence, you know what you have studied about the company, you know more about the company, you've done enough research. The chance of you getting that job is very high. But having that confidence is the key factor to why most candidates don't get the job of their dreams, and also not preparing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, another factor is not able to answer the questions effectively, how you communicate the questions, how you answer the answers. If they ask you a question, tell me about yourself, for instance. Like I said earlier on, your skills and experience. You don't have to talk about, oh, I attended University of this, I had first class, third class. They already know about this on your CV or personal statement. So what you need to do is to talk about your skills and experience, how your skills and experience match the job post you are applying for. Bear in mind the other candidates vying for that same job you are applying for. Those are a few of the tips. And these tips are also available in my books.
Yeah, so it's like about knowing yourself and knowing your skills, what skills you have, and like building your confidence. Yeah, this can help you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so like, because we can get nervous like before going to the interview, or even having like an interview online or on the phone. So if you can give us like a quick tip how to avoid this feeling of let's say anxiety or stress before the interview, what to do?
I will advise candidates, if you are kind of feeling nervous or stressed prior to video interview or Skype interview, just have a glass of water. That will help you to calm down your nerves. So it's a good tip. And also the way your eye contact really matters a lot. So try and be composed, more relaxing. So once you're able to breathe in very well before the interview, so you rest assured that during the interview process, your energy will be geared towards that interview.
Yeah. So what to do like after the interview? Because sometimes we can, so should I like follow up? Should I send an email, send like a thank you note? What to do after the interview?
After the interview, it is advisable to contact them. What happens when, let's say for instance, an interview is conducted today, you give them a week's time, because they have other job seekers who are looking at their performance, so they have to view the results and the outcome. So give them a week's time, send an email to them to remind them that, okay, thanks for giving me that opportunity to be invited for the interview. I'm still awaiting the outcome. So you send a follow-up email or thank you or a thank you mail that thank you for inviting me, that you are still waiting for the outcome. So what another thing I want to say prior to this question is that you have to let them know that you are that confidence, that enthusiasm you show. Say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to attend this interview. I look forward to working with your company or organization. That shows that you are quite optimistic. So it's always advisable for candidates to be optimistic during job interview. So with regards to the question you just asked now, thank you email is advisable, follow-up email is advisable to be done within a week.
Yeah. And what to do, for example, if they do not answer you?
You don't have to give up your dreams, because you keep on applying for. If they don't answer you, probably the chances are that you didn't get the job. But it doesn't stop you from applying for more job application, because it's a stepping stone. Because courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. So says Winston Churchill. So you have to keep on. If they don't answer you, that shows you didn't get the job. But don't give up. Keep on applying for that job post.
Yes, because sometimes, for example, you can hear like from people or from candidates that they did the interview, they sent a thank you note, but they haven't heard from the interviewer. So it can be like discouraging that you weren't successful. But as you say, try another try. It doesn't stop you from applying to different jobs, to another job position.
Absolutely, yes. Also, you also request for them to give you feedback about your performance. So with that feedback you have, that will help you to know your weaknesses, and you know how to prepare for the next job interview.
Yeah, this is also important, like having a feedback. Yeah, so thank you very much for sharing all those tips with us today, and sharing all the secrets about how to prepare for the interview and what to do after. So where can we find like more information about you? And I know that you have a fantastic free gift for our listeners. So tell us more.
Okay, first and foremost, you can find me on my website. I'm going to spell the name and surname together. www.expactcareer.com. Echo Romeo, November, Echo Sugar Tango, Echo November Alpha Bravo Uniform Limo Echo.com. And if you want to have a copy of my free gift, which is an ebook, just put your contact details through my contact form of my website, and I will send it to your mailing address as soon as possible.
Great. So thank you very much for sharing the gift. So I will put the link to the website and also email so people can contact you and get in touch and also learn more about you and about your book. So thank you very much, Ernest, for being with us today.
It's a pleasure being a guest on your broadcast. And I look forward to being in attendance in subsequent interviews with you.
Great. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. So tell us, what are your learning points from this interview? What are your challenges when it comes to preparing for the job interview? Share with us your learning points, and I will be back soon with another fantastic guest. So thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Ernest. Thank you.